Most High said, I'm going to laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. Because he going to make you scared. It say men going to be afraid in these times that's coming in this earth. Great tribulation like it's never been on the earth. And it wasn't for the elect's sake, would no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, the Most High said he going to shorten the days, as it is written. He said, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, he take everything you got, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, like a chariot of the Most High, sending the angels to do you in. When distress and anguish come upon you, then shall they call upon me. Don't wait till this happen, y'all. That's why I'm warning you. And been warning you. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. Hear what he said? You're going to call him, and he ain't going to answer you at all. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge. You didn't want to hear what he said. He said, I love Jacob. Most High going to have mercy on Jacob. His mercy endured forever. When do it stop? When do forever stop? When do forever stop? Mercy is not getting something you do deserve. But you're going to give them what they deserve. Because you have no mercy. Because you ain't rolling with the Most High. You ain't rolling with the Mashiach Yahushua. He says mercy endure forever. When do forever stop? It never stops. And it's never going to stop. He said, for that they hated knowledge, verse 29, and did not choose the fear of the Most High. They were none of my counsel. So some of you not going to hear the counsel. They despise all my reproof. Man. It's very important that y'all hear this. Let's go back to Ezekiel, 4th chapter. Don't wait till the Most High. He say he gonna mock and laugh at you. And I hear it clearly. What part of that you don't hear? Ezekiel, man. No, Ephesians 4. Salakia. Ephesians 4. Y'all bear with me. Ephesians 4. 4th chapter, we're going to look at verse 17. Ephesians 4 and 17. It's really good. This I say therefore, and testify, when you see in the master, I don't say L-O-R-D because that's B-A-A-L. That's what that means. But right when you see this in the master, that's Bahashama Mashiach Yahushai. This I say therefore, and testify Bahashama Mashiach Yahushai in the name of the anointed Savior, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles. Walk. How they walk? In the vanity of their mind. You know why I say that? Because Ecclesiasticus 3 and 24 says, for many are deceived by their own vain opinion, worthless thinking. And an evil, which is the devil, and an evil comes in and makes them make the wrong judgment, paraphrase. You allow the devil to come in because your vain thinking is worthless thinking. And that's how the Gentiles walk. So some of you are Hebrew Israelite Gentiles or Gentile Hebrew Israelites in the way you think. That's why I say, this I say therefore, and testify in the name of the Lord and Savior, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles. Walk. How they walk? In the vanity of their mind. Having the understanding darkened. See? The understanding is darkened, means they're not able to comprehend spiritually, because it's very important. And I find that a lot of our people are not spiritual because they still have their understanding in darkness. Ignorant, not knowing. and don't care to know, being alienated from the life of the Most High through the ignorance. See, there is ignorance right there. That is in them. You see, that's that darkness, that ignorance, not knowing. That's in them. That's why this ain't for everybody. Because of the blindness of their heart. See? The blindness of their mind. And the heart is the mind. The way you think. It's the way you think. Who being past feeling have given themselves over unto lasciviousness, man. Bunch of lustful demons. That's within themselves, to work all uncleanness with greediness. But ye have not so learned, Mashiach. If so be that ye have heard him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Mashiach Yahushua. The laws, the truth is the laws of the Most High, the truth is the commandments of the Most High is in Mashiach Yahushua. Oh, what sin did he do? He was an example that ye put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. There go that lust again. Emotions and feelings and the things that you're dealing with that create lust, deceitful lust, which is desiring something that is not beneficial to you because it's deceitful in the eyes of the Most High. Or make it be righteous. Deceitful lust. Corrupt according to the deceitful lust. And be renewed in the spirit of your mind. That's the heart, the mind, the way you think. And that you put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness. See, the new man after the Most High, who wrote the laws with his finger, the work of the Most High, to make us righteous by doing what he say do, his rules and regulations. Y'all know about that? And true holiness. Like we read in Romans 7 and 12. The law is holy, the commandment is holy, and just and good. True holiness. So you're not going to run from it. You still going to have to look at what's right according to the Most High. His work that he put in. His work is in vain? No, he's laboring to make some of us perfect. The work of the Most High. Wherefore putting away lying. Better know the truth. You can't be talking about some brother and you don't know what you're talking about. Therefore, put away lying. That's why 1 Thessalonians 5:21 says, prove all things. Speak every man truth with his neighbor. Tell the truth. But we are members one of another. We are the body of a Mashiach Yahushua. Be ye angry and sin not. Get angry, but don't break the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. He said, let not the sun go down upon your wrath. These are things that you got to look at yourself. You got to do a self-examination of yourself and look at, okay, the sun going down and you still angry. The next day you angry. The next day you angry. You got the same envy and jealousy and pride and the things that you have to make you angry that you shouldn't have against your brother. It take energy. That take energy. Just saying it. Took energy. Be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath. You got to let it go. Else you're going to be, look at Leviticus 19. You're going to be breaking the law. Leviticus 19, read verse 1 and 2, then we go to 17, 18. Leviticus 19 and 1. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto who? Who he talking to? He says, speak. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel. He's speaking to us, we the children of Israel. And said to them, ye shall be holy. Remember, we read in Romans 7 and 12. Understand this too. When you read the so-called New Testament, there is no New Testament. With anyone that walked the earth, that scribe for those that the books are saying wrote it, there was no New Testament. They only had the law and the prophets to go by. Hamashiach Shai only had the law and the prophets. That's what we in the law right now. This is what they had to go by. That's why I say don't think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. Came not to destroy, but to fulfill the things that were written about him, how he should come on the earth and suffer for the sins of knucklehead us, the 12 tribes of Israel. Speak unto all the congregation of children of Israel, and say unto them, say unto us, what? Ye shall be holy. For I, the most high power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that's his name forever, and more to all generations, am holy. Jump up to verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. That's your mind, man. He's telling us we shouldn't hate our brother in our mind. You shouldn't even let that thought, like he said, let it go before the sun go down. Listen, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart, in your mind. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him. Thou shalt not avenge, remember that evil for evil, railing for railing, avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people. Because you sit there every day. He said, don't let the sun go down upon your anger. And you sitting there every day with grudges, hating on the brother. Day after day after day, sinning and sinning and sinning. Let it go. It takes energy to do that. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor who is speaking to we the Israelites as thyself. I am the Most High. So I look at people, okay, well, you got all that hatred in your heart against your brother, you hate yourself. He said you should love thy neighbor as thyself. Better consider it. Going back to Ephesians 4 and verse 26 again. Be ye angry. Yeah, we're going to get an attitude and sin not, but you ain't got to sin. You have to break the Most High's laws. You have to do opposite of what he tells us to do. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath. See? Got to let it go. See, this is spiritual. But if you carnal, this don't mean anything to you. And if your leader is carnal, it don't mean anything to him. This is spiritual for you to do that. That's why when you look at Ecclesiasticus, the 2nd chapter. See, this is all spiritual. And if you're not spiritual, you gotta work to be able to fulfill what it is that he's telling us to do. Ecclesiasticus, the 2nd chapter. First and foremost, it says, verse 1 says, my son, if thou come to serve the Most High, which everybody should want to serve the Most High, prepare. This is a preparation that you're getting right now. When Romans 9:13 says, as it is written, Jacob have I loved. Right? We didn't go no further. That's all we hearing. Most High love the 12 tribes of Israel. He said, my son, if you come to serve the Most High, prepare thy soul for temptation. Prepare yourself for the tempter. Prepare yourself for the devil. That's why you got to go to these scriptures and get the spiritual part out of it first and foremost. And change. Listen to what he said. Set thy heart aright. Set your mind aright. You learning how to get your mind right in loving your brother. Set your heart aright. Set your mind aright. And constantly endure. Hear that? Constantly endure. Hamashiach Shai said what? He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. Constantly endure, y'all. And make not haste in time of trouble. A lot of y'all run. Knows when something happens, you out of there. Say, don't make haste in time of trouble. Don't run in time of trouble. Cleave unto him. Cleave unto the Most High. Only we're going to cleave to the Most High is do what he says to do. You got to know what he says to do. To do what he says to do, you can go over this over and over and over again. Or you want a topic or something, you could just say, comment. More than likely, I did the lesson on it. Cleave unto the Most High. Cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. So a lot of people think, okay, that's why I say, I don't see people come and go. Revolving door. They not increased at their last end. They're going to be decreased. Like he said, he's going to mock and laugh at them. When they fear the Most High, they don't fear the Most High. A lot of them don't even know the Most High. He said, I'm going to mock and laugh at you when your fear comes in the desolation. We just read that in in Proverbs, the 1st chapter. They don't left the Most High. But he's saying, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Some people this day, and he's screaming at you. This ain't, I can't get louder as him because thunder is his voice. You know what I mean? But he's screaming, this exclamation point, he's screaming at you. Listen to what it says. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, since he said, hey, in Ephesians 4:26, be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath. So whatever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. This is spiritual. Take cheerfully. But if you get caught up in your feelings, you ain't following what he said do. He said, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. That's a spiritual way that you have to learn to be. And be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. You see? Patience deal with time. Everything is not expedient. That's why he said, verse 1, my son, if thou come to serve the Most High, prepare thy soul for temptation. What did he say? Ephesians 4:27, neither give place to the devil. That's why this preparation is going to show you how to deal with, when you come to serve the Most High, how you got to deal with who? The devil. Because you're coming out of his realm. Trying to come out of it. Some of you ain't never come out of it. That's why you still wicked and evil and mean and don't care nothing about your brother. Neither give place to the devil. He's doing his thing. And some of y'all, like I say, y'all are the devil. We done read that earlier. Because what is he doing? Some of you represent him. What the devil doing? Let's see. 1 Peter 5:8. Scripture say, be sober. Be focused. Don't be no drunk. Be vigilant. Because your adversary, your enemy, the devil, as a roaring lion. You know, a roaring lion ready to pounce on something. Kill it. Walketh about. When the Most High asks the devil, where you been, man? He said, going up and down, to and fro, that cross that y'all be wearing, and that symbol that y'all put across your chest, up and down and to and fro in the earth. Doing what? Seeking who he may devour. Whom resist steadfast in the faith. You can't resist the devil. You don't believe in the Most High. You ain't got no faith in the Most High. You ain't talk about the Most High. He don't come out of your mouth. You praying and you ain't talking to him. You got to say it. Who resist steadfast in the faith in the Most High, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world of Israel. Same thing. That's why Moses said, I'm going to go to my place. Hosea 5:15. Until we acknowledge our offense. Until we not acknowledge how we offended the Most High. Because he said, Jacob have I loved. And you don't love Jacob. You still holding a grudge against Jacob, who the Most High loved. How do you know? That the Most High really, really love who it is that you hate. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of living power. And when you keep on listening, you're going to find out. There's a lot of things that's going on in this earth and in heaven. That's why it says you got to resist the devil. And you rebuke the devil by keeping the laws of the Most High. He can't deal with the law. When the Mashiach fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, every single time when the devil tempted him, he went to the law of the Most High. Every single time, without a shadow of a doubt. So you're not going to, when you preachers talk about we under the law, you ain't rebuking the devil. He said resist the devil, steadfast in the faith. You ain't in the faith. You ain't following what the Mashiach done. Every single time he went to the law to rebuke the devil. And he had to leave him alone for a season. But if you ain't dealing with the law, how you rebuking the devil? You rolling with him. You one of his. That's why, look. 2 Corinthians. Chapter, verse 14. Y'all better hear this. Because some of y'all not operating in the spirit of the Most High, the Mashiach Yahushua. And you're going to find out. You're going to find out. 2 Corinthians 11 and 14. It's saying, no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. So yeah, Satan himself has transformed himself into an angel of light. People think they're rolling with the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua, and they're rolling with Satan. Because he done transformed, he done changed himself to pretend like he's an angel of light, right? So I say when you come to serve the Most High, prepare yourself for the devil. Ain't that we just read in Ecclesiastes 2 and 1? He done transformed himself from him being the wicked one that he is into an angel of light. And you can't see it because the blind is leading the blind. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers, so Satan have ministers on this earth, also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness. Hear that? They change themselves into the ministers of righteousness. So you think this is right. You think what they're doing is according to the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, whose end shall be according to their works. Well, he going to throw them into the lake of fire. Remember, Romans 9:13. Jacob have I loved. Jacob have I loved. The Most High loved Jacob. Verse 13. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers. Hear that? Deceitful workers. Remember, all the nations are deceived by this world's sorcery, witchcrafts. Now, are you part of that or are you not part of that? Do you know enough spiritually so that you're not caught up in these high-level demons in high places that he say, for such are false apostles, that have those that's working for them with no love for their brothers. But such are false apostles, deceitful workers, lying to the people, transforming themselves into the apostles of Mashiach. So they're going to be saying, hey, Yahushua, Mashiach, whatever name they use, Jesus. That's why you look at, you got to really understand this, man. In the end, when it's all said and done, they're going to say this. This is real scary for you that's not spiritual and don't really understand what it is that he's getting ready to say. In Matthew 7:21, this is the judgment. He said, not everyone that said unto me, Mashiach, Mashiach, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. They calling his name, Yahushua, Jesus Christ. Not everyone that said unto me, Mashiach, Mashiach, Master, Master. whatever name you call him, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. But he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. The will of the Most High in this lesson is, Jacob have I loved. Did you love your brother? Or can you go to sleep without this hatred that you ain't let it go when the sun went down? You walk around with this spirit of hate for your brother. And some of you don't even know each other. Ain't been around each other at all. But you hating on your brother. And some of you hating because somebody else hating. You know, but a bunch of robots and robotees. That's why you gonna stand before Mashiach and say, hey, not everyone that said unto me, Mashiach, Master, Master, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day of judgment, Mashiach, Yahushua, Jesus, Christ, Yeshua, Yehoshua, Ashaya. Have we not prophesied by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua in thy name, in the name of the anointed Savior? People are going to be doing this. You see it right now. And in thy name have cast out devils. This is the judgment. And in thy name done many wonderful works. People are going to be doing this. They can be doing it right now. Been doing it. This is very important. What are you going to say? Listen, what are you going to say? And then when I profess unto them, I never knew you. Hear that? He said, then when I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Ooh, that's deep. That's deep. That's why you better be knowing what the scriptures are saying and what it is that we got to deal with concerning